Mo Carter.
Heading into the conference tournament, the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldog basketball team was on a roll. They won 8 of their last 10 regular season games and then cruised past Alcorn State in the opening round of the SWAC tournament. That would set up a very important semifinal matchup against Jackson State. But due to COVID-19, that game was never played. Despite all of that, the Lady Bulldogs top scorer received a lot of national attention and was honored in a big way today. Today, Ariana Lewis was named an HBCU All-American by Box to Row. The post player almost averaged a double-double this season with 17 points and 9 rebounds per game. She also led the team in block shots, field goals made, and free throws attempted.